AFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And some room to maneuver. Down the left sideline. Touchdown 49ers. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, Teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they stop him short of the 1st. As he can only get to the 20. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Working from the gun, Lance. And he's got Granson over the middle. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Mitchell.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Once more with Mitchell.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Mitchell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Drake Jackson
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Lance now on 1st down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ty Davis Price.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 29, Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brady dumps it off to Fournette. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time. And the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway from the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Brady going to go on 4th down. This is caught by Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score.
He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Completes it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give left side for Davis Price.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Buying time to his left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Running left, Davis Price.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try and run with Wilson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
The kick by Gould is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a play fake. Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Brady got to have this one.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Okay, break.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Lance now on first down. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On second down, there's the option going left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out.
And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now goal for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play action, now it's Brady. Over the middle here to Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. And it's caught. And in for the...
And the Bucks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, move!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Brady now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 67 yards.
And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.